What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the Fleet, where we do daily anime and manga related content. Back with another video today, man. On today's video, we're gonna be discussing the most recent chapter of One Piece, chapter 1077. Should have noticed sooner, bro. This chapter low-key had me kind of confused, bro, because it's like we just saw the Straw Hats go through so much in Wano. Like, they were super strong. Everybody got hella strong. And then now the pacifistas are like giving them work, bruh. So it's either these pacifistas are extremely strong and I'm just underestimating them, or the crew didn't get as strong as I thought. But this chapter was pretty cool. It had some pretty cool moments. We got to see more of that Luffy, Lucci, Kaku, Zoro versus the Seraphims. And then it was actually a funny moment because Zoro finally realized, like, wait, bro, I'm literally fighting like copies of what I just fought in Wano. Like, once again, bro, him and Luffy are like so dumb yet so like smart and like insanely strong. It's just ridiculous. So Zoro finally comes to the realization that like these guys are basically like King. When the flame is on, it does you no good to attack. So after he figured that out, everybody was all mad at him. So hopefully next chapter we'll see finally the climax of them versus the Seraphims. And then we see Shaka going down to, check on where Stella is or to find her. And he goes to where the other Vegapunk is. And this part kind of has me confused. Like, is that Vegapunk down there the real Vegapunk and he's been chained up for months? And the other Vegapunk that's just been running around is some sort of clone? I'm kind of confused on that. So hopefully that gets expanded on in the chapters to come. But that kind of has me confused right now. But it was pretty crazy. And then we saw like, bro, we already know anytime Nami is in trouble, Sanji gonna turn up and go beast mode, bro. Like full devil mode Sanji. And it never fails. Like, even like they say like, oh, in the Sanji tuition book, oh, if you hit Nami, then this happened. But if you make Nami scream, then death. So it's like, it's crazy, bro. And you see like Sanji just has like that devilish grin on his face, bro. Like black leg Sanji, bro. And he like, I don't care if you Jinbei Jr., whoever you are, you about to die. So I really like that moment. Then we saw Usopp, Frankie, and Lilith versus the Boa Hancock Seraphim, and that was cool. Still, Usopp is pretty much useless. What is he doing? Nothing. Absolutely nothing except spectating and holding that slingshot in his hand, bro. Like, why, Usopp? Why? But of course, this Seraphim uses her powers of cuteness to, turn them into stone, Medusa-like. So they're pretty much out of this fight as well. It's just crazy, bro. It's like one thing after another. And then we get to Shaka. And, bro, like, Shaka just got clapped in the head? What? Interesting. Because who could it be? It can't be Van Augur, the guy from Blackbeard's crew, because he's currently, facing Law and all that. They're pretty much jumping Law. Like, why haven't we got a fade back to Law, Kobe, Garp, Shanks, and Kid? Like, this part of this Future Island story arc or mini arc or whatever, bro, it's low-key kind of dragging at this point. Because, like, I feel like what happens each chapter is not super monumental. Like, it's just small things. And then I guess eventually we'll get to the big thing. But right now, it just seemed like a bunch of, like, just little small things. The pacing is, like, kind of slow. And I'm not really sure why, because isn't this, like, Endgame? Like, this is supposed to be Endgame of One Piece, so you would think things would be back-to-back, moving. But we still haven't heard anything from the Revolutionary Army. We haven't heard back from Sabo. it's just a lot of things that keeps getting introduced, and then in the next few chapters, like it's nothing that we hear about it. So, you know, I would like to see some of the other storylines, and like, bro, Kizaru and the Elder have been like on traveling forever, bro. Like, you would have thought they at least would have done another cutaway and showed them like being close and actually touching down on the island. But right now it's just like we have no clue on what's going on, and I think the pacing could be a little faster. And I really wasn't too impressed with this chapter. It had some pretty cool moments, but bro, I just can't see the Straw Hats getting destroyed by Seraphims when they literally like just destroyed one of the strongest crew. Like, they just took on an Emperor's crew and came out on the other side, bro. And now they're struggling with like clones. I can't really grasp my head around that just yet, and hopefully it gets fleshed out as it continues to go. But right now that's kind of where I am with it. Like, this chapter didn't do much for me. It was a good chapter, like solid, decent. I would have to give this chapter probably a 7.5 out of 10. I really can't go any higher than that, because it's just like the pacing is kind of slow. Like, what is really happening around us? We just keep seeing the Straw Hats in this little phase of the lab, just running around fighting Seraphims and everything. But like, me personally, I just can't see how the Seraphims are giving them this much trouble. Like, again, this may just be a me thing. Maybe I'm underestimating the Seraphims, but I just can't see it. I literally can't see how you go from fighting an Emperor's crew and now you're getting handled by Seraphims. Like, Luffy, just go Gear 5 and just crush them, bro. Like, of course I love seeing Gear 4 bounce, man. That's probably like my favorite form, so I am kind of happy about that. But bro, let's just see, like, just get this over with, please, so we can get to the next stage. Like, I'm ready to see what's gonna happen when Kizaru comes, when the 5 Elder comes. I want to see what's going on with this Vegapunk sort of like switcheroo or whatever it is. Like, I'm kind of not sure on that, but I would just like for things to start, you know, going, like, at least let's just see more, bro. Like, we haven't even heard anything from Kobe or Garp, and you know how much hype that had. So I would like to see, at least bring something about, like, just give us a sliver of an update of what's going on. But like I said, I give this chapter a 7.5 out of 10. No break this week, so a new chapter is coming. I also have a couple of videos dropping this week, so just be on the lookout for that. And, you know, as always, comment your thoughts down below. Let me know what you thought of the chapter, and where do you see things going from here? Like, I would like to hear you guys' thoughts on that. And as always, Fleet Captain out. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned to the Fleet.